Hello everyone, welcome to my American kitchen. And we've got something cooking today just for you. And I want to say specifically today in our foodie journey through our staycations in our kitchens. Hello American subscribers. That's right, this night's for you. Thank you, my American subscribers. You were some of my very first subscribers as I started my YouTube channel. Here, this is Venus Kalida for another episode of Riddle Me Din Din. And I do love and thank all of my subscribers from all around the world. I am heading into your countries next if I haven't already been there. Last week, we were in Burma. The week before, Vietnam. Here we are coming back to the other side of that big pond, and we are in North America. So, without any further ado, American subscribers, this one's for you. Riddle me this. Made from whole wheat that has not been sifted, I was invented by a minister. What am I? Riddle number 2. A soft yellowish or whitish emulsion of butterfat, water, air, and sweeter than my counterpart. What am I? Riddle number 3. I consist almost entirely of sucrose. I come from cane or beets. What am I? Have I baffled your brains? Is it too early for this? Well, American Guildies, let's review. In riddle number 1, made from whole wheat that's not been sifted, invented by a minister, it's graham cracker crumbs. And we're going to need 1 1/4 cups of graham cracker crumbs tonight. In riddle number 2, a soft yellowish or whitish emulsion of butterfat, water, air, and sweeter than its counterpart. What is it? It's unsalted butter. We'll need 1/4 cup of unsalted butter melted. And in riddle number 3, I consist almost entirely of sucrose, coming from cane or beets. Even though I'm found in all plants, cane and beet are the only two that I'm in a high enough quantity to get me from. It is white sugar from sugar cane and sugar beets. And we're going to need 1/4 cup of white sugar. So, Venus, you may ask, what does this make? This is a graham cracker crust recipe for a no-bake something. You'll find out what in the next riddle round. But for now, let's make the crust. Mix the graham cracker crumbs with melted butter and sugar in a bowl until it's well incorporated and crumbly. Press this mixture into about a 9-inch pie plate, going up the sides as much as you possibly can. All right, that's all it is. Set that aside. And we're on to part 2. That's something I mentioned. Riddle me this, America. I am a soft, usually mild-tasting item made from milk and cream. Stabilized such as with carabine gum or cardamomin, blah, 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 whatever that is, are often added in industrial production. I'm often spread over toast. What am I? Riddle number 2. I'm used to make icing. Add lemon or orange juice and I'm royal. What am I? In riddle number 3, I'm a flavoring agent, and for uncooked desserts, it is best to use the pure version of me. What am I? Riddle number 4. I contain 3% fat, and despite my name, I'm very gentle. What am I? In riddle number 5. Thanks to the invention of mechanical tree shakers, it only takes 7 seconds to collect enough of me to make a lovely pie filling. I'm the 5th most popular pie flavor in the USA. What am I? Have I cracked your cranium? All right, US of A, let's review. In riddle number 1, we have something that is mild tasting, made from milk and cream, and we can spread it on toast. Well, it's cream cheese, and we're going to need 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese that's been softened, so leave it out of the fridge. In riddle number 2, used to make icing, it can be flavored with lemon or orange juice to make it royal icing. It is 1 cup of powdered sugar. You know, the superfine stuff. And riddle number 3, a flavoring agent for uncooked desserts, best used in its pure form for baking goods. It is vanilla extract. Some say there can never be too much, but we'll be calling for 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. In riddle number 4, I contain 3% fat, and despite my name, I'm very gentle. This is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. No, it's very gentle. It does not harm. 1 cup heavy whipping cream. And riddle number 5, thanks to the invention of mechanical tree shakers. Mechanical tree shakers, this is a thing. In 7 seconds, they can shake out enough cherries from a tree to make a lovely pie filling. Cherry being the 5th most popular pie flavor in the US of A. Who knew? Well, now I do. Alright, and if you don't want to use cherry, if you'd rather have a different pie filling, you pick. It's up to you. So, Venus, what does this set of ingredients make? This is the light and creamy filling part of a no-bake cherry cheesecake recipe. It's what's going to go inside that graham cracker pie shell we have. And we already have the graham cracker crust waiting for us. So let's get to it. Let's make the filling. Beat the cream cheese, sugar, and vanilla until smooth. Beat in the heavy cream in a chilled bowl until soft peaks form. Then combine with the cream cheese mixture. Pour the filling into the crust and chill until it sets, so you can put that in the fridge. Now, how long did the snow-baked cherry cheesecake take to set? 2 to 3 hours in the fridge. Should be about the perfect time for the no-bake cherry cheesecake. In some chef notes, how to thicken the no-bake cherry cheesecake filling if you find that it's too runny for your liking. The best way is to ensure that the thick cheesecake filling is to beat cold, heavy cream in a chilled bowl. So stick that bowl in the fridge or the freezer for a moment or so until it's cold to the touch before you start beating it. I also know, just in an old-fashioned way, a great time to do whipping is on a rainy day where it's a bit gray and overcast. It's not super hot outside. It's a bit cool in the air itself. And then you can fold the cold cream into the cream cheese filling so the air doesn't deflate it. And this will keep the cheesecake sturdy and allow it to solidify in the fridge. And an easy way to thicken cheesecake is to simply leave it in the fridge for longer. If your cheesecake filling isn't thick enough after 3 hours, then try refrigerating it for more hours or leave it overnight. You know, if you're not greedy, there's always some there for tomorrow. That's what my dad always said. If your cheesecake is still too soupy and needs major help, you can add flavorless gelatin to the filling, and this will firm up the mixture in the fridge and ensure that the cheesecake holds its shape. You can still find flavorless, like colorless gelatin near where you buy other jellos in the regular markets. So how do you store the no-bake cherry cheesecake? You cover it with storage wrap or foil in the fridge, not more than 5 days. Can you freeze it? Once it's set completely in the fridge and cooled down, then you can wrap the entire thing, pan and all, with 1 layer of storage wrap and then 1 layer of aluminum foil. It can freeze for up to 3 months that way. And thaw it in the fridge overnight before you serve it, though. Alright. Now, while that American Beauty is chilling in the fridge, we're going to cook up another tasty reward for our main meal. Are you ready for part 3? Alright, here we go, subscribers. Riddle me this, America. What is the opposite of high stakes? Riddle number 2. I make people cry when they chop me up. What am I? Riddle number 3. My girlfriend told me to put this on the shopping list, and now I can't read it. What did I add? Riddle number 4. What kind of beans do cannibals eat? Riddle number 5. What is red and goes up and down? Riddle number 6. Even if I'm only 3 inches tall, if I run past you, you will fall and be swept away. What am I? Riddle number 7. How do you measure how heavy a red hot chili pepper is? Riddle number 8. A pinch of me keeps the vampires away. What am I? Finally, riddle number 9. I am the name of a female singing duo and also the name of a man's changing hair color. What am I? Okay, here we go. My guildies. For our foodie adventure in America, what is the opposite of high stakes? Ground beef. High stakes, S-T-E-A-K, S-T-E-A-K-S. Dad joke. Sorry about that. We're going to need 1 pound of ground beef, and you can use ground turkey if you prefer. Riddle number 2. I make people cry when they chop me up. It's an onion. We'll need 1 chopped onion. Cooking a chopped onion in with the ground meat adds tons of flavor to it. Riddle number 3. The girlfriend told me to put blank on the shopping list. Now I can't read it. What did I do? Oh, she told me to add tomato sauce to the list, so I slopped it on and now I can't read it. I don't know what she wanted me to buy. Never mind. Anyways, we're going to need 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. In riddle number 4, what kind of beans do cannibals eat? Kidney beans. Hee hee. We'll need 1 15-ounce can of kidney beans. In riddle number 5, what is red and goes up and down? It's a tomato in an elevator. Hee hee. We're going to need 1 14.5-ounce can of stewed tomatoes. In riddle number 6, even if I'm only 3 inches tall, if I rush past you, you're going to fall and be swept away. It's water. It only takes 2 to 3 inches of rushing water in like a flood to wash things away, including people. Who knew? But it's pretty powerful stuff. So we're going to need 1.5 cups of water. And riddle number 7, how do you measure how heavy a red hot chili pepper is? Give it away, give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. I'm so sorry. We're going to need 1 pinch of chili powder. And let's move on. In riddle number 8, a pinch of me keeps vampires away. What am I? A pinch of garlic powder. In fact, that might keep everyone away. But I love this stuff, so let's throw that in there. And in riddle number 9, I am the name of a female singing duo and also the name of a man's changing hair color. What is it? Salt and pepper. We're going to need salt and pepper to taste. So, Venus, what does this make? Well, what's more American than a halftime chili? So we're going to make a homemade chili here. Delicious and goes great with cornbread or over corn chips for a chili pie. And I like to use spicy pinto beans. Prep time for this is actually only 10 minutes. Cooking time 20. So altogether it's only about a half an hour from here. By then that pie will be chilled. So how do you make this homemade chili? You're going to place the ground beef and onions in a large saucepan over medium heat. Cook and stir it up until the meat is brown and the onions are tender. That's only going to take 5 to 7 minutes. Then stir in the tomato sauce, kidney beans, stewed tomatoes with juice, and water. You're going to season this with the chili powder, garlic powder, salt, and black pepper to taste. You're going to bring this all to a boil, then reduce the heat to low, cover, and let it simmer for 15 minutes. I got mine going right here. I love this stuff. So, the chef's tip includes, if you want something more spicy, you can add a teaspoon more of onion powder, garlic powder, salt, cumin, and more chili powder. I use chili flakes myself too sometimes. Some people also mix the meats and add some ground turkey or pork to this. If you're super fancy, you could do 2 parts beef, 1 part veal, 1 part pork. That's my meatball recipe. But anyways, not everybody will do that. But in case, I'm just saying, something I've done. And to marry the flavors together, place the chili in a crock pot. Let it cook for low for a couple of hours. I might even let it go overnight. I don't know. Others replace the water with their favorite brew. I'm not going to encourage that, but I'm just saying that that's what people do for the flavor of their choice. And I don't want to hurt my health or anything like that, but some people do it. Okay, so if that's something you have, you might want to experiment with that idea. To each their own palate. And you know best for you, and I always wish you the best of health and a wonderful meal. So, how long does this homemade chili last in the fridge? Your chili is going to last for about 4 days if you store it properly. Transfer the cooled chili to an airtight container. It's got to be airtight. Then store it in the fridge. You can reheat it on the stove or in a microwave. I personally avoid using the microwave. I'm sensitive to that. I would just recook it. I would put it right back in that crock pot. Now, I'm aware that American chili seems best served with a side of something, and so I'm giving you a bonus round, my American guildies. This not is for you. It's supposed to be those of you from the South. So riddle me this. I am the only product that does not contradict any religion or culture. What am I? Riddle number 2. I'm made with dried maize. I'm golden. What am I? Riddle number 3. I may give you wrinkles via a process called glycation, in which excess blood sugars binds to collagen in the skin, making it less elastic. But I am so tasty you won't care. What am I? Riddle number 4. I am the only family of rocks eaten by humans. What am I? Riddle number 5. I'm used to increase the volume and lighten the texture of baked goods. What am I? Riddle number 6. Why did the lady throw everything in her fridge out of the window? Riddle number 7. How do chickens stay fit? Finally, riddle number 8. I'm white despite being mainly water because of my fat content. What am I? All right, my precious puzzlers, let's review. In riddle number 1, the product that does not contradict any religion or culture, it's flour. And we're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. In riddle number 2, I'm made of dried maize and I'm golden. It is cornmeal. We're going to need 1 cup of yellow cornmeal. White will work just fine, but it just doesn't have the same look. People traditionally like that yellow color in its finished end. Now, in riddle number 3, I give you wrinkles. You're going to want to eat me anyways because I'm so tasty. I am sugar. And we're going to need 2/3 of a cup of granulated sugar for this recipe. Riddle number 4. I'm the only family of rocks eaten by people. What is it? It's salt. Salt is from a rock. So, we're going to need 1 teaspoon of salt. Riddle number 5. I'm used to increase the volume and lighten the texture of baked goods. I am baking powder. We're going to need 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. In riddle number 6, why did the lady throw everything in her fridge out of the window? She wanted to see the butterfly. She threw the butter, so it flew. So she wanted to see the butterfly. 1/3 cup of a neutral oil or melted butter is needed for this recipe. In riddle number 7, how did chickens stay fit? They exercise. We're going to need 1 large egg. Finally, in riddle number 8, I'm white despite being mainly water because of my fat content. What am I? It's milk. Milk is mainly water, but the fat content, the fat actually reflects light in a way that it just shows up as white to our eyes. We're going to need 1 cup of milk. And so, Venus, what does this make? Cornbread. And we're going to want that on the side with our chili when our chili's done cooking. So here's how to whip them up. Grease a 9-inch round cake pan or a cast iron skillet well and set it aside. You're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. In a medium mixing bowl, add the flour, cornmeal, sugar, salt, and baking powder. Whisk it to combine it well. Make a well in the center of your dry ingredients, like a volcano, and add your oil or butter, milk, and egg straight down that volcano chute, that hole in the middle. Stir just until the mixture comes together and there are only a few lumps remaining. Pour the batter into the prepared pan and bake for 20 to 25 minutes until the top is a deep golden brown and a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. If it's not fully baked yet, it's going to come out with like little bits of the raw dough stuck to it. So you want it to come out clean. And you're going to serve these beautiful cornmeal biscuits hot with that chili. Well, my American Guildies, I hope you like the classics I picked out for you this evening, and I hope you try them out. The chili is awesome, and what's better than cherry cheesecake? I think of that whenever I go to New York. I'm looking for a piece of cherry cheesecake, so I think that's so American. It's just my impression, but I always enjoy it so very much. And who doesn't like having chili on football season halftime show? That's when we get in there with our cornbread. I'm so hungry, and I even ate dinner before I came on to do this episode. It just smells so amazing in my kitchen right now, and I'm glad I made some, and I hope you will enjoy making some too. So thank you, my American subscribers. This episode was for you. So concludes another episode of Riddle Me Din Din, and thank you everyone who's been my subscriber, who's joined my channel, who's helping me expand my community, and most especially, thanks for sticking with me. I raised my glass of water. It is right here. I'm going to need it. My chili's hot. I made mine spicy. And I'm going to drink to your health and mine. Took a big swig that time, if you can hear it. See you next time, everyone. I hope you had fun. Please try out these recipes. Tell us how they did. If you changed anything, added anything more to it to make it more to your taste, let us know in the comments below, because I'd love to try out your style too. So I'll see you all next time. This is Venus Kalina signing off. Bon appetit.